Hi, I'm Piero. I'm an artist and I love to cook. Welcome to my
Welcome everyone. Today we're gonna make Piero's pumpkin, marinated in my special sauce, and we're going to make chicken for the meat lovers. But the pumpkin is vegan friendly. We're gonna begin the recipe, but first. All right, so now I am ready, and we're gonna go and start with our recipe. So the first step will be to make our marinade. Here are our ingredients. So this is mainly based on kind of Jamaican jerk chicken, but it's not traditional. So it's my own kind of spin on it. I'm putting the spices that basically I just love and creating the taste that I like. So I encourage you to just try your own. Let me know what you come up with. You can play around with the spices. I have a lot of spices. I think it's a great thing to invest a little bit in. You can really add a lot of flavor. I really think it's just the harmonics on music. You can just have little notes of this and that you love. So let's begin with our marinade. What is really important in jerk chicken is allspice. So let's say about a teaspoon. Yeah, let's go for it. Then our ginger. I have fresh turmeric, garlic, a whole onion, just a rough cut. We're gonna blend it anyways. Get blended, get blended. Paprika, pink peppercorn, black peppercorn, cumin, some coriander seeds, fenugreek seeds. It's depending on how you can put more or less chili flakes, a little bit of saffron, some soy sauce. I have some wine. I'm gonna go a couple of spoons of jam, a little bit of olive oil, generous amount of salt, place some thyme, get spicy. Put a couple of leaves of sage. This is Elicrisio, lemon leaves, and I will grate a little bit of nutmeg. So let's start with this, then I'm gonna adjust to taste. If it's not completely smooth, it doesn't matter. Very good. I would put just a little more salt. I wish I could have a taste vision.
Are you tired of not seeing tastes? Are you tired of not tasting what you see? Do you ever imagine what taste looks like? Taste a vision may cause vomit, diarrhea, schizophrenia, blindness, or death.
So we're ready with our marinade. After this, we're gonna basically rub our main dish with it, and then we're gonna let it rest for a little while. Here is our butternut squash. So we're gonna start, and we're gonna prep it. And there we have it, something like this. And if you wanna go thinner, you can. Since again, they're gonna go for long, I kind of like to have them, about this size, pretty thick, so you can really slice through them. So I'm gonna just get my dish, put a little bit of olive oil, rub it a little bit, and I'm gonna place my butternut squash, just like this. So here I have my marinade, and we're going to just pour it on the top. And keep in mind, we're gonna cook this in the oven for a while, so we're gonna baste it with its own juices as it moves along. So we're gonna put some more marinade on it later. And I'll just a bit of salt again on the top. And I like to keep the marinade on this for a few hours, or if you want, you can refrigerate it overnight. The taste of the marinade will soak into the pumpkin the more you leave it. So now we're gonna move on to marinating our chicken. I just placed the chicken into a baking dish with a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. I'm just gonna place the marinade, the Piero's Marinade, on the top of the chicken. And then we're just gonna put it in the fridge marinating for a few hours to overnight. I'm gonna start and just pour the marinade on my chicken. I'll rub it in, and then I'm gonna flip the chicken like so, and I'm gonna put the rest of the marinade here. And just rub it. Get it all in there. Okay, that's perfect. Here we have it. So again, I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and then we're gonna move on to the baking part.
Stir the pot. 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 Stir the pot.
So my dish has been marinating in the fridge for about 2-3 hours. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I have preheated the oven at 160 Celsius, and I put foil on my dish before it goes in the oven. And so after the first hour of cooking or so, I'm gonna check for moisture and see if I'm ready to take the foil off. So we'll give a look at our dish in about an hour. So I'm gonna go in the oven right now. Okay, our first hour has gone by, so I'm gonna take the pumpkin out of the oven and just take a quick look and see if it's ready. Now it's time for adjusting our levels of saltiness. Maybe there's a little bit dry. I can add a little bit of wine to it. I can add a little bit of oil if I need a little bit of kind of grease. And I'm also gonna add some bay leaves. So we'll do all these steps. And so I'll go ahead and take our pumpkin out of the oven. A little bit of that sauce, just kind of baste it on. I'm just adding a little oil. I'll just let it go in the oven a little bit, still covered, and then we'll take the oil off in a little. And now it's time to check our chicken. Be careful not to burn yourself at this point. It can be hot. All right, so I'm just gonna check a little, how's it going? If there's not, it's not drying out too much, and I'm gonna just baste it a little bit in its sauce. And redistribute it a little bit. I will actually also flip the chicken. It seems about at the right time. The reason why I started it with the skin down, it's because you want to keep those parts moist during the cooking at first, and then let the parts with the skin up so they start to brown in the second part of the cooking. So I think this also requires a little more before we start the uncovered part, so I'll just cover it up again for a little bit. Oh, my bay leaves. Tick, 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 tick. All right, so about an hour and a half has passed now since the beginning of the baking. I feel like now it's probably the time to take the foil off. The thing with long cooking is, it's elastic, so the timing is not super strict. So, I would think since it needs to go a little bit more and I want to get the dish browned a little bit and roasted on the outside, I'm going to actually take the foil off and put it back in the oven at this point. Okay, and here is our pumpkin. It's looking nice and brown. It's really hot, so I'm just gonna let it be there for a little bit. Okay, so now our chicken should be ready. Just wanna make sure and check it. It looks good. And later I'm gonna put some of the sauce back on it, just to give it a last glazing, but I'm just gonna let it now rest over there for a couple of minutes. So while our dishes are cooling, we're gonna work on our salad. So here I have some arugula, I have an orange, a little kumquat, and I found some nasturtium leaves as well. Also these I foraged. And a little pepper, vinegar, olives and capers, salt and oil. And that's all there is to it. I already washed and broke down my arugula a little bit, just like this. This depends how you like it. So I'm gonna put it in this container already and break our nasturtium leaves a little bit. Okay, and now we're ready to supreme the orange.
Psychedelic kitchen, psychedelic kitchen sauce. Hi Piero, it's you in the psychedelic kitchen.
Here's our orange slices. I'm just gonna drop them in the salad. If there is a little extra on it, I don't mind a little orange in the salad itself. So I just go on and kind of squeeze the rest there. Also, I'm gonna put a little bit of this kumquat, and I'm going to just cut thin little slices of it. Here we have our olives with the capers. So here we definitely have a Mediterranean Sicilian influence on this recipe. A little pepper with a little salt, and I'm gonna go and put a little vinegar. So I'm gonna just give it all a quick stir, and as I always like to say, just taste a little bit. So now our pumpkin is ready, we got our salad ready. So I'm just gonna plate this dish. I'm gonna put a little bit of the salad to begin here at the bottom, and then I will pick up a couple of the slices here, right there, right there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe put a little bit of the sauce here on the top. I will also put a little bit of olive oil here. And also, I want you to just check out the color of these pickles, which I'm gonna put kind of on the top now. Put a few around the plate to kind of complement the flavors. And our dish is ready. All right, and now our chicken is ready. I'm gonna assemble the plate. I'm gonna put a little bit of salad, adding a couple of oranges and olives. Then I'm gonna take a thigh, place it on the plate, and now I can add some juices to it. Just like that. Okay, and right on top of it, I'm gonna put some of this amazing pickled radish, like this. I'm gonna finish it all with just a little bit of olive oil. Here we have our plate. Right, everyone, our plates are ready. I'm really happy and so looking forward to tasting these dishes. I'm happy to share with you my marinade and this recipe. Let me know your thoughts, leave some comments, send me pictures, and I look forward to seeing you on our next episode.